knowing how he needed this car to handle and getting it set up for the race and having a good handling race car, because that's what's kept him up there. Not
exactly, Andy. They made major adjustments on that first stop with track bar and wedge and air pressure. But he told me that the car is now good in, a little bit free coming off, and they said just drive it and be comfortable. He told me before the race that his run at Loudon last week had given him so much confidence, and that's what made the difference in qualifying today when he qualified sixth and now trying to hang on and maybe, just maybe, get his first top 5 finish of 2010.
Doc, interestingly enough, in a news conference earlier today here at the Speedway, NASCAR Chairman and CEO Brian France said that changes may be coming to this nationwide series to ensure that seats remain available for young drivers and new teams like Stenhouse, a young talent trying to build his way up the racing ladder.
It's always a balance, though, between having all these Cup stars and great race car drivers in the series for the young guys to learn from and having enough available seats.
Jeremy Clements has been coasting on the apron. It looks like he's going to make it back around to pit road.
Yeah, he is. That's him there rolling in.
So we stay under the green flag. 29 cars on the lead lap, 9 laps to go, Dave.
And Alan, when you think about the paint scheme on this 3-car and why Junior chose it with the entities that all agreed to doing this over all the others he had the options on, it's interesting to hear his answer on that. We talked to him in qualifying today. He was a little bit jealous when Martin Truex got to use it in 2004 on his way to his first of 2 nationwide championships. It was his favorite paint scheme that his dad ran growing up. And even recently, he's used it to design his own cars when he races online. He said, I wanted to make sure that if I ran this 3 one last time, that it was going to be in this paint scheme, the one that was my favorite whenever my dad drove it.
Running this car tonight, the collaboration between Teresa Earnhardt, Richard Childress, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. And right now, I can tell you, just from watching the fans on the property earlier today, there are a lot of Wrangler yellow and blue 3 shirts in this grandstand. If he's able to hold off his snarling pack of drivers, it's going to be an awfully loud ovation.
Yeah, he says it's just a 4-car pack right there, but now Keselowski has got up to Stenhouse, and he's been catching this group 3, 4, 5 tenths a lap. I think he's going to get right to him, it looks like, at the end of the race.
Now, Ricky Stenhouse did a nice job there. He saw the 22 coming. He pulled out to get around the 21 and used Brad Keselowski's push to get himself up in the 5th spot. They do continue to catch this lead group.
Of Brad Keselowski's victories this year, 2 of them have come on last lap passes. One of those at what many consider to be the sister track to this Daytona Speedway, Talladega.
Well, they're going to have a lot of momentum coming right here at about the right time.
They're going to have to find something to do with it now. They need to be making plans, because they are going to have, a few miles an hour faster than the leaders are running.
Now, the only problem that Brad's going to have is he has nobody pushing him right there. So he's going to have to make a decision when he gets up there. Is he going to continue to follow this 6, even though he doesn't have a lot of experience here, or is he going to try to do something on his own?
Can I answer that?
Yeah.
No, he's not going to keep following. 6 laps to go.
Yeah, they were about 4 tenths of a second faster once again. Those 2 cars catching this group of 4.
Okay, it's on.
Brad Keselowski is a fast race car. Mike?
You know, guys, when you look at Brad Keselowski's resume, a couple of things that stand out, and that would be his Cup Series win at Talladega and, of course, the Nationwide Series win there earlier this year. Obviously, this style of racing suits him. So I had a conversation with his crew chief, Paul Wolf, this weekend. He said part of it's instinctual, but part of it is the fact that he works at it so hard. He studies videotapes. He knows exactly where he wants to be. He puts himself in simulated situations so that he knows where he wants to be at this stage of the race. He studies this style of racing, and the homework could be paying off. He's running toward the front, but only a few laps to go, guys.
And behind them, Ryan Newman and Carl
They're coming
Edwards
too.
hooked up. Yeah.
These fans are standing. They're excited for Junior.
yeah.
They see this.
Whoa,
The 6
Kyle
and
Busch coming. Did you see his hands working the wheel there? He had his hands full. Lap ago, we heard on Kyle, it was Kyle Busch's radio.
Here we go. Here goes Keselowski now around Stenhouse.
Kyle had something on the grill, apparently. We heard from his spotter saying, okay, it's gone. That was that move we saw out of traffic. And Paul Menard again.
Now another right front tire down on this 98 car.
Still on the green. Not anymore. Caution's out for debris from the 98 car with 5, now 4 laps to go.
Oh my. Oh my.
Earnhardt, Harvick, Logano, Keselowski. Keselowski, Stenhouse, Sachs, green flag.
Junior wanted to push, and he got it right from the very beginning. Man, Joey Logano is all over it. Here comes Harvick and Keselowski back on the outside, though.
Brendan Gaughan bobbing into the outside lane, coming into the picture. 62 car with a push from Clint Boyer. Whoa, contact there.
Keep them straight for now.
That was Kligerman on the back of Harvick. Gaughan with a run to the outside, now bump to the inside.
Yeah, the bug drafting's getting a lot harder here, and I'm not sure these guys can keep control of these cars like that.
Meanwhile, Earnhardt Jr. and Logano has shot out ahead of the pack. If they get to the white flag before a caution flag, then the race is in its last lap.
Looks like they're going to do that. White flag in the air.
White flag at Daytona. Stenhouse in the mix in the 6 car.
If those front two get side by side, that could open the door for Stenhouse in that 6. He's had a great run all night.
Kyle Busch still bottled up back in traffic. He's 11th.
It's like Logano might be waiting till turn 4. He's getting a run right now.
Stenhouse pushing. Here goes Keselowski.
Got a wreck in 3, keep coming.
There is a car in the wall behind them. Here they come to the checkered
You got it,
flag.
man.
And Earnhardt is going to drive a number 3 car to victory lane at Daytona again. Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins.
Well, damn. Good job, guys. I'll say you again, thanks 88 crew for this stuff. Tony Jr., I appreciate your work, man. I love winning races with you, buddy.
Incredible. I don't know if it's you guys, but I just cheer
Good
him
work,
right
DJ.
there.
You did a good job. You guys built a hell of a race car.
The car that got in trouble was Brendan Gaughan,
Appreciate you, Richard.
who has driven around and
Put
moved
this
across
together.
the finish line.
Kelly.
Wow.
Danny, I know you didn't work on the Wrangler car, but you did work on that 3 with Dell.
It's great to see this. This is something I'm glad just to be up here to witness.
The emotion from Tony Uri Jr. after his car took the checkered flag. Mike?
And Tony Uri Jr. collecting his thoughts right now, wiping a tear from your eye. What does this mean?
Man, you know, we lost everything here, and to come back with that number and do this, that means everything.
Can't follow that up, guys. You hear the emotion? A very, very special win for everybody involved with the 3 team. Alan?
Well, I tell you what, we have all, I think if you followed racing for a long time, you experienced the highs and the lows revolving around this whole story with Dale Earnhardt in Daytona. But I think for Dale Earnhardt Jr., and I think for these fans, they're going to revel in the highs right now.
Something Junior needed to.
Yeah. And I'm sure he's taking his time just to kind of collect his thoughts a little bit, too. Compose himself. You know, he applied the pressure to himself by wanting to do this, and then went out and took all the energy from everything there and drove this car to victory tonight. Incredible.
Watching the fans' reactions, soaking it all in.
talk about whether the 3 should be run and shouldn't, and if there was anybody deserving to do it, it was certainly Dale Earnhardt Jr. And his father would be extremely proud in a lot of ways.
He picked the paint job. He told us on NASCAR Countdown earlier that this should probably be the only time he would run this number and not do it again in the future. And he has certainly gotten the most from it tonight. Now going down for the